name is Paige. I'm 29 years old. I work as an office worker while also managing all the housework. Basically, I'm a full-time housewife too. My husband Tyler works in the restaurant industry. I spent most of my 20s focused on my career. Eventually, I was promoted to department manager, a position with a lot of responsibility, but honestly, every day felt the same. I just go back and forth between the office and my apartment where I lived alone. It was during that time that I met Tyler. He passionately told me about his dream of one day owning his own restaurant, and he really shone when he talked about it. Tyler was working so hard to make that dream come true, and seeing him like that gave me so much energy every single day. But those days don't last forever. After we got engaged, we went to visit Tyler's mom, my now mother-in-law, to formally introduce ourselves. That's when it happened. "Oh, you must be Paige. It is so nice to meet you. Please come on in, take off your shoes. My Tyler Bear, you too. Hurry up, sweetie." Tyler Bear? Now, Tyler is older than me. He's already in his 30s, and yet his mom was calling her fully grown adult son Tyler Bear right in front of someone she just met. I mean, I guess there are families like that. The world is full of all kinds of people, right? No need to judge based on just that. I kept telling myself that over and over in my head. But then...
Okay, sure. Coming, Mommy.
Mommy? Well, wait, I'm pretty sure Tyler always called her mom in front of me until now. On top of that, my mother-in-law kept going on and on about how it's better for the baby if you have kids sooner rather than later. But honestly, I couldn't focus on anything she was saying because I was so distracted by the fact that Tyler kept calling her mommy. On the way home from his parents' house, I couldn't stop myself from asking him, "Hey, Tyler, have you always called your mom mommy?"
Oh yeah, I have. I usually try to call her mom when we're out, though. Back in college, my friends made fun of me saying it's weird to still call her mommy at my age. It was just annoying to hear them nag about it, so yeah. But honestly, who cares what you call your own family, right? It's nobody else's business.
Oh, I guess that's true.
I mean, you're family now, Paige. I don't have to put up a front around you, right? So today, I figured, why not just call her like I usually do?
That's when it hit me. Was Tyler a mommy's boy? Still, after that, everything went pretty smoothly for a while. Just like he said, Tyler never called her mommy around anyone else but me. Not long after we registered our marriage, I found out I was pregnant. I left telling his mom to Tyler and called my parents, Penny and Parker, who live far away, to tell them the news. Congratulations, Paige. Please take good care of yourself, okay?
You're the smartest one in our family, Paige. I'm sure your baby will be a genius too.
My parents were overjoyed with the news and sent me all sorts of gifts from back home, things that would be good for a pregnant woman. I was truly grateful. But as I was spending my days on maternity leave, my belly growing bigger as I neared my due date, something unbelievable happened. It was late afternoon and I was sewing a baby bib when the doorbell rang. I glanced at the intercom monitor. "Hello, who is a mother?" There she was, my mother-in-law on the screen holding a huge suitcase. I rushed to the door. "Hello, Paige, I'm coming in now, okay?" Wait, you're coming in? You're almost due, Rad. It must be so hard for you, so I'll be living here starting today. Living here? Wait, you mean you're moving in? Of course! Oh, my Tyler Bear didn't tell you? No, I didn't hear anything about this. Oh, that's fine. Anyway, I'll pick the baby's name. If it's a boy... What is this woman saying? None of this makes any sense! And just then, Tyler came home.
Hey, Mommy, that suitcase must have been heavy. I'll carry it the rest of the way.
Like it was the most natural thing in the world. Tyler grabbed his mom's suitcase and tried to bring it inside. Wait, I didn't agree to any of this.
Well, I knew you'd say no, so I couldn't bring it up. But Mommy said she'd help with the housework and the baby. Isn't that nice? So let's live together, okay? Come on, please.
Sure, having help with chores and the baby would be nice, but starting life under the same roof with a mother-in-law I've never lived with right before giving birth, that's way too much to spring on me out of nowhere. Don't decide something like this without asking me first. I'm sorry, Mom, but I need you to leave for today. Otherwise, I'll be the one leaving. Leaving?
Hey, Paige! Mommy came all this way, you know.
It's okay, my Tyler Bear. You're right. Right now, Paige's mental and physical health is what matters most. Make sure to deliver a healthy baby, Paige. And with that, she hurried out. But Tyler...
What the hell, Paige? How could you talk to my mommy like that? I'm walking her to the station!
He stormed out after her. When he came back, he slapped divorce papers on the table. What?
I'm done! I'm not staying married to someone who talks to my mommy like that!
And me, furious, shouted right back. Fine, bring it on, you jerk! Right after that, I called his mom and said, I'm divorcing Tyler, thank you for everything until now. Huh? Wait, no! You can't get divorced right before giving birth! I'll talk some sense into my Taliban, so please reconsider it. I'm really looking forward to meeting your baby. I heard that if you filed for divorce while pregnant, custody of the baby would automatically go to the mother. Looking back, I think my mother-in-law knew that too, which is probably why she begged me like that. In the end, she scolded Tyler and promised not to come over until after I gave birth and things settled down. She really didn't want us to divorce. But after that, things between me and Tyler just kept getting worse. He clearly felt like I was the reason his beloved mom yelled at him. Even though I was heavily pregnant and barely holding it together, he started going out all the time just to avoid seeing me. On top of that, his mom told me she'd stop seeing Tyler for a while too, saying, if you left him now, I'd lose my grandchild. I can't let that happen. Not that I ever asked her to go that far. I guess not being able to see his mom really hit Tyler hard because he soon started drinking himself stupid and coming home wasted. He'd pass out in the entryway and waking him up became part of my daily routine. Because of that, he started being late to work more and more. I had to drag him out of bed just barely in time for him to catch the bus. But even then, Tyler would sleep through the ride and miss his stop almost every day. Every time that happened, someone from his work would call me. We haven't heard from your husband. Is he late again today? Honestly, that's when it hit me. I can't do this anymore. I married Tyler because I admired how passionate he was about chasing his dreams. But at this point, my mind was already made up. I wanted a divorce. I didn't even want to be in the same space as him anymore, so I called Penny for advice. She immediately said, come back to the house for the birth. I'll be here for you. With Penny's support, I decided to have the baby in my hometown. Tyler didn't argue. In fact, I think he was relieved. It meant he wouldn't have to see me. He practically sent me off with a cheerful, go ahead, have a safe trip, like he couldn't wait to get me out of the house. Not long after that, I gave birth to a baby girl back in my hometown. We named her Paula. 2 months later, I returned to the apartment I shared with Tyler, holding Paula in my arms. Oh my, Paige, welcome back.
I finally get to see Mommy again today, ever since you texted me about giving birth. So, this is our baby, huh?
Tyler and his mom came out from the back, greeting me at the entrance, and then... Suddenly his mother yanked Paula right out of my arms. Hey, be careful! But she didn't even acknowledge me. She just smiled down at Paula and cooed, There, Hannah, sweetie, Mama's here. Hannah? Excuse me, but her name is Paula. I chose that name, and I am her mother. What are you even saying? You're gonna confuse her, so stop saying weird things like, What? Her name is Hannah. I decided that, and I'm gonna raise her. I'm her mother now. What the hell? I couldn't have children. I struggled with infertility and was only blessed with my Taliban. But honestly, I always wanted a boy and a girl. So you're done here. Get out of this house. I don't need you anymore. Huh? What the hell is this woman saying? Is she seriously claiming she's gonna take someone else's child and raise her as her own? She's insane. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, lady. And to make matters worse, Tyler smiled at Paula and said,
Come on, sweetheart. Try calling her Mommy, okay?
Gesturing towards his mother. What the hell is wrong with this family? They're completely delusional off in their own little fantasy world. This is what people mean when they say someone's living in a dreamland. His mother kept smiling at Paula and said, Hey, my Taliban, you should move back home soon, okay? I'll go ahead with my little Hannah. Isn't that right, Hannah? From now on, it's just you and Mommy together forever.
Man, this kid's adorable. Looks just like her mommy, huh? Hey, I don't ever want to see your face anymore. Just disappear already.
Do you seriously think you two can get custody of this child? Huh, you know what? I don't even work. But you, once your maternity leave's up, you'll have to go back to your full-time job, right? There's no way you can raise a kid while working full-time. But Tyler has me. Even if he works every day, I'll be here to raise Hannah. How funny you mentioned that. I already talked to my parents and they're moving here to help me. And just so you know, I've been saving up all this time. I'm planning to buy a place with my own money. Oh, and Tyler, you're unemployed now, aren't you? Huh?
Why? How do you know that, Paige?
I got a call from your workplace 2 days ago. They said you've been showing up late and skipping work without notice way too often, so they've decided to fire you. Apparently, they tried texting you since you weren't answering your phone, but you left them on red, so they figured they'd at least let your wife know. You know, thinking back, you've always been like this. Anytime you're scared of being scolded or confronted, you run away. Even when it's something you should tell someone right away, you just avoid it. That's exactly what happened here, huh? You ignored your work text. Same with the talk about your mom moving in and even the fact that you call your mom mommy. Like she's the center of your universe. Well, let me guess. You didn't tell her you lost your job either, did you?
But being unemployed has nothing to do with custody.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised my Tyler Bear lost his job, but income has nothing to do with custody, right? You two do know the courts tend to favor the mother when it comes to custody, right? On top of that, I'll be hiring a top-notch attorney, no questions asked, and I'll use my savings, which I've been working my ass off to build up, and you, mother-in-law, didn't you basically live off Tyler's money this whole time? I didn't say anything because I wasn't hurting financially, but Tyler's always talked about wanting to open his own restaurant, right? That's why he spent all his money eating out and never saved a dime, I know that. So tell me, do either of you seriously have the money to hire a good lawyer? Now, you're broke, right? What?
You bitch, Paige! That's dirty!
Huh! You better brace yourselves. This is just the beginning. A few months later. As expected, I won custody of Paula in court thanks to the powerhouse lawyer I hired. And as a bonus, because the house was technically under Tyler's name, the court ordered him to pay child support too. The moment the verdict was announced. Wait, Judge! Hannah, that child is mine! I'm her mother! I don't accept this! Reverse the verdict!
Yeah, damn right! I won't let you get away with this! Anyone who hurts my mommy, I'll make you pay!
Tyler and his mom completely lost it, ignoring the judge's order in the court and started screaming and flailing around like maniacs. They had to be restrained and dragged out by the bailiffs. And as she was being hauled away, that crazy woman was crying, wailing like a baby, screaming, "Why? Why?" She was finally my daughter! After that, they were forced to sell their family home and land to pay child support. Tyler and his mom ended up moving into a cheap apartment with shared bathrooms and toilets. To support the two of them, Tyler started looking for another job at a restaurant, but the place he used to work at was a fancy luxury restaurant, and the managers there were very well connected. Word got around fast that Tyler was the kind of guy who showed up late or didn't show up at all, and no restaurant wanted to hire him after that. With no other choice, Tyler gave up on working in the food industry and started juggling 2 part-time jobs, one at a convenience store and another as a traffic control guard. He barely slept and worked non-stop. Meanwhile, his mom, who was desperate for a grandchild, created a social media account about how badly she wanted one. A few weeks later, a woman messaged her saying, "I'll have your son's baby for you." It was a scam, obviously, but Tyler's mom fell for it completely. She ended up spending tons of money buying the woman luxury bags and sending her e-money, doing whatever the woman asked. And to make things worse, she even secretly took out loans from loan sharks without telling Tyler. Of course, Tyler's mom knew full well that her son had no money, but that's exactly why she didn't hesitate. And Tyler, being the ultimate mama's boy, happily co-signed her loans, saying, "If it's for mommy, I'll do anything." And as a result, the two of them ended up being chased down by some seriously scary guys. In the end, they were both sent off to different dangerous countries and forced to work. Tyler's mom was put to work chopping down trees deep in the mountains where animals roam, risking her life every day. Meanwhile, Tyler was forced onto a fishing boat, slowly losing his mind from the harsh conditions. Neither of them had ever done real hard labor before. Tyler's mom had barely worked a day in her life, and Tyler wasn't cut out for physical labor either. Now they're both stuck in foreign countries where they don't understand a word, getting screamed at and insulted daily. Mentally, they're both completely broken. Well, they had it coming, didn't they? Meanwhile, as for me, I'm living happily with my parents and Paula in the spacious condo we bought together. Honestly, there's nothing better than being able to watch my precious daughter Paula grow up right by my side. I've even gone back to work, but whenever I'm working, my parents take care of Paula for me. The other day when I came home from work, I'm home! Welcome home, Paige! You won't believe this, but Paula talked a little today. Well, she just said Ma, but who knows? Maybe she was trying to call you Mama. What? Seriously? I missed it! Paula, can you say it again? Please, say Ma. Ma, just once more.
It's okay. I made sure to record it on my phone. Here, take a look.
Let me see. Oh, wow, it's true! Paula's actually talking! Even just watching the video, it's crazy how much Paula looks like you, Paige. The neighbors always say the same thing, you know.
Oh yeah, she really does look so much like you. It's almost funny.
Well, of course she does. She's my daughter after all. Right, Paula? Mama's right here. Thank you for watching. What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more.